Darling from just a few states over. She loves a good Cheez-It and will wash it down with some swig. She loves Scrabble, outdoor concerts at the Ruoff, and golfing at Crooked Stick. She's every ref's favorite, and she dresses like a CEO because she's a boss. Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark didn't even bat an eyelid when she entered the Lion's Den. As a special guest of a Touch More podcast, the WNBA's top star joined Sue Bird live during All-Star Weekend and instantly set the room on fire in her most audacious interview to yet. From shutting down NBA rumors with brutal honesty to revealing how she really feels about becoming a walking meme to throwing subtle but spicy shade at her own coach, nothing was off-limits. Ignore the pressers who were polished by the media. This was completely uncensored, humorous, feisty, unscripted, Caitlin, and raw. She gave us the kind of honesty that makes headlines, so if you thought you already knew her, think again. You won't want to miss this intense talk as we go down the biggest, boldest, and most contentious moments. To express your love and support for the superstar, leave a comment with a CC. Come on.
First and foremost, you're in your second year. You're already getting an all-star game, so you get to host, which is amazing. Obviously, we'll just say the obvious. We're all very bummed that you can't participate.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you're bummed as well. But you can still enjoy it. Yeah. I think Indiana so far has done an incredible job.
Caitlin Clark may not have suited up for the all-star game, but make no mistake, she was the face of the entire weekend. In the heart of Indiana, her adopted home, Caitlin stepped into the spotlight as the unofficial host of the WNBA's biggest party.
The city has done a tremendous job of, decking out the whole place and making everybody feel welcome. So it's just getting started.
Don't be fooled by Caitlin Clark's absence from the All-Star game. The entire weekend revolved around her. Caitlin took front stage as the unofficial host of the WNBA's biggest party in the center of her adopted state of Indiana.
I think it's amazing. You wouldn't want it the other way. So you just enjoy it. And they've put so much time, effort, and money. When we found out we were getting All-Star shortly after All-Star last year in Phoenix, they've been working on this around the clock. There's been so many different committees and so many different people that will never get credit for what they've been able to do and just the logistics behind it to make it amazing, not only for the people that are going to go to the three-point competition, skills competition, or the game, but just the people that are coming into the city to be around and just see everything that's being put on and just enjoy the vibes, I think is absolutely incredible.
Her influence could be seen everywhere, from giant Nike billboards spanning the city to packed media appearances. She proudly and purposefully accepted the job despite her inability to play, showing everyone why she is not only a star on the court, but also a representation of the league's future off it.
For myself, you embrace being the host. Who knows if we'll ever get to bring it back here. I'm sure we will at some point, but maybe not for a few years. So just trying to do, everything I can to make it amazing for everyone.
Even from the sidelines, Caitlin was committed to making the All-Star Weekend one to remember. She expressed her appreciation for the fan support and commended Indiana's behind-the-scenes work. That welcomed her and underlined how crucial it was that she represent her city. She took charge of the occasion like only Caitlin Clark can, even without lacing up.
Well, I think first, you have to remember social media is just such a false perception of reality. And even for myself, you don't always realize that at times. It's not the real world. And, when you're in a position of, people are going to love you, people aren't going to like you. But I think when I show up to arenas, those are the moments that really remind me of how many people are really there supporting you and loving you. The little boys and the little girls, those are the people that are on social media caring about every decision you make or every comment you make. But also at the same time, I feel I just try to show up every single day and be myself and approach it that way and just be authentically me. And
she discloses that although her colleagues know her as the Joker and the comic relief in the locker room, viewers may witness the ferocity and intensity on the court. It serves as a reminder that her identity is only partially revealed during games that are broadcast on television. The remainder is concealed in hotel hallways, practice sessions, and group discussions.
What do you feel is the most misunderstood thing about you on the court and off the court? The personas, if you will.
Ooh. I feel a lot of people don't realize how goofy I actually am. And I think a lot of my teammates would say that even like Steph White was saying this the other day, like people don't realize like I'm just like comedic relief in the locker room. Like once I step on the court, like I'm super fiery and like I wanna kill, but every moment other than that, it's like it's not serious. Like I just have fun, I have a good time. Like,
however, that silly behavior should not be interpreted as weakness. Caitlin describes the ways in which she transitions between her various identities: the public figure, the athlete, the teammate, and the daughter. She also views it as a strength rather than a facade. It's the way she maintains her composure, handles criticism, and maintains her composure in the face of pandemonium. It's a unique opportunity for an athlete who is always in the spotlight to reflect. Honest, vulnerable, and subtly strong. Caitlin Clark is this person. Scores that go outside the box.
Oh no, you got jokes in the group chat.
yeah, group chat.
I'm like, sometimes I'm like, this motherfucker is a troll.
But I don't know. I feel like the more you get to know your teammates or your coworkers or whoever it is, like you just become more comfortable and, you know, you kind of understand them and they understand you. But I feel like anytime like you're in your private life or with your family, like you're truly just yourself at the end of the day. But I don't think it's like a like coping as much. I feel like it's just more so like a comfortability thing and like building that trust within your locker room first and foremost, more than anything.
Every superstar experiences a slightly different moment when they are in the spotlight. Caitlin Clark couldn't think of just one. Her ascent has been based on incredible performances and viral moments that no one could ignore, starting with Travis Scott's haphazard Instagram story post of her while she was still in college, and ending with her historic 41-point triple-double in the Final Four. And that Louisville game wasn't just a victory, as she explains below. The world truly took attention that night.
Back to like my freshman year of college, like when we played UConn in the Sweet 16, we ended up losing in San Antonio. Like I remember Travis Scott had posted me on his story and I like got back to my phone and like everyone was texting me. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea why he did that. Like, I'm like, that's super cool. But yeah. But I would say like probably when we beat Louisville, my junior year to go to the Final Four in Seattle. I had like 41. I think I had 41 like 10 and 12 or something like that. But that was like the moment I really felt like things were really starting to change.
But the surreal thing, it wasn't the cameras or the headlines. It was witnessing her heroes' reactions. The athletes she had grown up watching, LeBron James and Steph Curry, were suddenly yelling at her.
I think the one person that like really like made me starstruck probably was LeBron, because like LeBron was a person that I grew up like absolutely loving. Like he was like my Michael Jordan because I was younger, and like that's the person that I always looked up to. And so I'd say him, even throughout, and Steph, even those like at the end of my college career, they began to like comment on some things as I was ending my career and then now professionally. But I feel like I still have a lot of those moments, and it doesn't always feel real because, you know, I feel very lucky and fortunate.
That degree of acknowledgement changes your entire universe, not just validates your game. Nevertheless, Caitlin maintains her wide-eyed awe throughout it all.
You did turn down the NBA offer for the 3-point contest. That was the whole thing. But you did turn that down, but you made good on your word. You wanted to show up for Indiana in the WNBA All-Star game. What went into that decision-making process?
Yeah, well, I mean, they obviously really wanted me and Sabrina to do it, maybe a couple other people as well. And I was just like, well, I mean, that would make the one here a little, like, just not as fun. So, and it's in your own city. Like, I was going to do it no matter what. And I wanted my first one to be here in front of our fans.
In this interview, Caitlin Clark makes it quite evident that she is not amenable to lies from the traditional media. She directly addressed the absurd rumor that she declined the NBA 3-point competition because she didn't want to shoot off a rack in a moment that had the audience giddy.
So recently, there was like that rumor, lie, whatever you want to call it, which was so dumb, that you declined because you didn't want to shoot off a rack. Yeah. It's like, what? Where do these people come up with this shit is beyond. But I'm actually curious. You finally, it doesn't always happen. Honestly, even we have a podcast, mics on our face. You don't always get the opportunity to be like, no, that was a lie. Yeah. And just kind of like call it out and like fact check them. Yeah. That had to have felt good.
It did feel good. I don't know who wrote the article, but I'm sure they didn't feel great about themselves after I did that. So I don't know who their source was, but whoever their source was wrong.
Her response was a mix of cynicism and incredulity. Even though she dismissed it with a laugh, Caitlin didn't think twice about criticizing the media for spreading unfounded stories. It was one of those times when you realize that this person isn't merely playing the game. She's also taking ownership of her voice.
So I shot 30 times a game. So I always thought I was on a heater. Some nights I was, some nights I wasn't. But I would say more so professionally, like that Liberty game. I feel like as a shooter, like when you see like 2 or 3 go in, especially like for me, like if I have 2 back to back in a row, like I'm probably gonna launch a third that maybe isn't advised by Steph, but like I gotta get it up. And then if the third goes in, like you're just hot. I think as a shooter, like your confidence just builds and builds and builds. It's just coming off your hand better. The rim looks big.
Then, as she transitioned from myth busting to mindset, she made a subtle jab, discussing her now famous Liberty game. Caitlin conducted a masterclass on the concept of being in the zone. The green light is 2 quick buckets. Third, regardless of her coach's opinion, she is conducting heat checks. This is where she felt compelled to make a cheeky remark. She smiled and alluded to the possibility that Coach Steph might not provide every shot advice. The room then exploded. It was not heavy. Though humorous, it was quintessential Clark. Clark demonstrates how much she trusts her own intuition by being self-aware, confident, and never afraid to speak her mind on or off the court. Caitlin is demonstrating that she is as psychologically astute as she is deadly with the ball, whether she is burning defenders or making headlines throughout the country.
That moment I had with Stewie when I made that one over her, like I don't know how I made that shot. Like I barely got it over her fingertips. Like Stewie's one of the longest players in the league.
Like 8 feet with her arms. Yeah.
And I just started laughing, and then Stewie was laughing because we were both like, wait, what? How'd that go in?
How do we feel about butter,
This is
Caitlin?
me made out of butter. So if I don't know if anybody is from Iowa in here, but if you are, oh, sweet, we got a couple.
It sounded like one.
The Iowa State.
That was just 2 claps by one person.
A couple.
Yeah.
The Iowa State Fair is one of the best fairs in the country, but
I believe that.
They're known for making a cow out of butter, and a couple years ago they decided to sculpt me out of butter. You can see the cow's nose over there to the left, and that's me made out of butter.
A basketball sensation may become a work of dairy art only in Iowa. Caitlin remembers the day she learned she had been carved out of butter for the Iowa State Fair and placed just next to the iconic butter cow. As odd as it may sound, it was a moment of full circle for her, acknowledging her heritage, her notoriety, and her position at the center of the state's culture. Like a proud Ian, she described the procedure. Now, a local sculptor and her daughters have carried on the heartwarming custom of making Caitlin everlasting.